Hey, Larry, how are you? John, good to see you. Good to see you. Current day, still the current day. Tillman, how are you? Bobby, hi. Merle Pearl, how are you? 24, Nakate you. D, Big Buck Carlton, how are you? Oh, Brooks, Kim, how are you? How are you? Don, good to see you. Freebird, how are you? Miss Cannabis, how are you? Thank you, Carlton. Oh, my goodness. How is everybody? Staying safe, I hope. Let me move you over here closer so that way I won't have to have a tennis match. You're tired. Hope that, hey, Philip, how are you? Hope the fan won't drive you crazy up there. But it's a little warm here. Don's all by himself over there. Don, you got to get more people in there. Hey, Journey, how are you? Twitter is crazy. What has happened today? What is going on? What's happening in Texas? Hey, Jennifer, good to see you. Danielle, good to see you. Do you know you're on a crazy list? What are you talking about, Carlton? Shooting in Arlington? Yes. Where's Mike? I don't know. Hey, Carmen, how are you? Carmen, they're asking where Mike is. Deep State is busy. Yeah, apparently. What's happening? Too dead. There it is. I'm driving. Mike's driving. I, I I don't know what's going on in Texas. What's up with Texas? There have been two shootings. Look up Prepper Nation. Okay. Maybe you could send me a link also, Carlton. Hey, Asher, how are you? I'm not even a prepper, so how can I be on a prepper list? That's crazy. Carlton, send me that. Do that by DM, will you? He apparently we're all yeah. I guess Philip. Whatever. This what happened here. Apparently is what I'm hearing when I'm reading. It's a list that a bunch of trolls put out. Oh, that's really nice. Um, this man allegedly walked into a bar and he went up to the manager, pulled out a gun, and shot and killed him. And it seems like a patron saw what happened, pulled his gun, and killed the shooter. They can add you to a list and block you so you can't get removed. This was in Arlington, Texas, just about 15 minutes ago. And this is in addition to what happened earlier today at the college in Dallas. I know. I know these people fighting online. It's a slanderous list of pedophiles that we're all on. Oh, that's disgusting. What happened in Dallas was at what was it, North something college? I can't remember. It was a community college. A man walked in, a North Lake Community College. A man walked in, went up to, I don't know if the woman was a teacher or whoever she was. Apparently, a witness said that she was sitting in a chair and the guy walked over to her and shot her 3 times, killing her, and then killed himself. That happened earlier today in Dallas. And then I mean, come on. Was the shooter connected to North Korea? Is that supposed? Is that a joke or I don't understand why would you even ask that? And then earlier this week in Austin, remember the stabbing where a guy stabbed a student and then killed him, and then 3 others stabbed the 3 others. You couldn't find what starting to happen every day now. I'm moving to Fort Worth. Yeah, yay. Cops can't keep up with the crime. Dallas has gotten violent. We have cop shortage. Might have been a girlfriend. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know who that was. Austin guy is a terrorist. Is that what you're saying, Asher? George Soros and Obama is behind it, Danielle. Well, I don't know about that, but this is crazy. And then video of the young man at UT that died got to me. That I know. That current day, that was awful. He looked like a really sweet kid, and he was singing. He had a nice voice, and then now he's no longer here. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Very heartbreaking. Zennial, it's your first day on Periscope. Inciting violence is an Alinsky tactic. People are evil. Well, not all people are evil. Welcome, Hero 11. It's your first day on Periscope. And it's just so amazing. You know, that earlier also in the week, another guy in Dallas supposedly had a dispute with a friend or neighbor, shot him. Is rumored to be a hate crime. Threats against fraternities have been reported. Really? Are you talking about at the college, or you're talking about the restaurant tonight, right? Heard China tell people to leave North Korea because USA might bomb North Korea. I'm disgusted with Soros and Kushner connection, Carmen said. But Carmen, people knew that for a long time. Kushner got money for investments from Soros a long time ago. It's getting nuts around here in Dallas-Fort Worth. No word news on Texas. If you look at, Amanda, if you go to look at my timeline, I have a story there from Fox News 4 on my timeline. I just posted it about the restaurant shooting. It literally just happened maybe now about 20 or so minutes ago. I know, current day. It's terrible. But that's like 4 shootings or 4 incidents where somebody died. Pedro, I'm worried that they will somehow use today's incident to roll back concealed carry on campus. I hope not, Pedro. I hope not. I mean, if ever there was a reason for you to need weapons, it's now. I mean, just think about that when a guy in the Austin or the Arlington restaurant walking in there and supposedly shooting the manager. If that other guy hadn't have been there, how many more people would he have shot in the restaurant? They need open carry on campus. Yeah. Hey, Kaylee, good to see you. I know Kushner owed him over $150 million. Was paid to be evil now. Semi-retired. No, you weren't, Don. There was a shooting in St. Louis today. Two at the university. Good Lord. You know, I did a Knowles on the news about this earlier that I have on Spreaker. Yeah, I know, Philip. They're going to try to vote tomorrow on the health care repeal. I don't know why they're not calling Antifa a terrorist group. I mean, they obviously are. I mean, who else walks around or in black masks and black clothing and sets buildings on fire and breaks out windows? I mean, I don't know. No one I know. Don says Abbott has triggered the socialists. You're in Prosper, Texas. How close is that to Arlington? We need open carry. Yeah, I think we all need open carry. How many more would have died? It's end times. I know, Carmen. Seriously, he could have taken out the whole restaurant had that guy not been there and shot him. There was a woman hit with a stray bullet last night at Brewers Cardinals game. Good Lord. Like 30 minutes north of Dallas. Wow. This is absolutely crazy. But as I was saying on my Knowles on the News today, which again is up on Spreaker, there's something, we're not getting to the root of the problem. There is a problem that goes deep that we're putting Band-Aids on. No, we don't say words in here when you ask us to say words. She was sitting by the dugout. Online classes this semester? Yeah, I guess. Wow, Elliot. We are open carry in Ohio. The thing of it is, it's, again, there was somebody on Twitter earlier that was trying to get together a petition saying what happened in La Jolla on Sunday. That, when that all went down, the people in the apartment complex, Peter is saying concealed carry is better. What happened in the apartment complex, nobody knew what was happening. Nobody knew that people were getting shot by the pool. And she has a petition going around that says, the police should notify people when when there is a shooting or something like that going down, and that's fine, and they can do that because they notify us. Let's say when there's a missing person, we all get a text message, kind of like an emergency text message that's sent out to everybody. So I know that they can do it. They have the capability. But the thing of it is, it's kind of like, if you one that's not getting to the root of the problem, which is obviously there's serious issues going on within people, that they feel that the way to handle conflict is by shooting someone, seems to be sort of getting on the rise, and that's not good. So we have a problem, obviously, in this society that we're not addressing. And the sad part is that if you do that, if you go ahead and have a notification, if someone doesn't get the notification or somebody gets the wrong notification, then I think people are going to be suing people. Texas is being punished for banning sanctuary cities. I don't know. I don't think that this is connected to any of that for banning sanctuary cities. I don't really think so. It seems like some of the motivations with these people have nothing to do with that. I mean, they could be just angry over something, but it doesn't seem to be directed at that. And Asher and Carmen are saying that we're in the end times. We certainly are. I was saying today there's like 1,200 people a year that are killed by murder-suicide, but that was in 2014. So yeah, and it was funny because the other night when that was happening in La Jolla and 8 people got shot, there wasn't a mention of it. They didn't break in CNN or anything else. It was as if nothing was happening, like we were, nothing. Just got my chat suspended for 1 minute for saying Antifa is a terror. Wow. Wow, current day. Really? Did somebody, when they do that, does somebody report you and that's what happens? I mean, that's pretty bizarre. It's starting to be that, you can't say anything. What does everybody think? I don't know, either someone in here or maybe Periscope. Huh. Probably a bot. Oh, well, that's great. It's amazing. Like somebody was saying that these, the groups are putting our names on different lists and on YouTube. And welcome, Igor Chick. It's your first day on Periscope. Putting our names on lists and things like that, and just spreading lies. Um, and when the world is burning down around us, in certain instances. If you ask if the words are abusive, somebody puts it in and timeout. Wow. Feel like Periscope is targeting your scope now? I don't think so. Current day, I mean, I no more than usual. I don't think. I mean, one day that we had those sex bots in here, whatever they were, that was a horrible, unusual day. But um, I don't know. I think they're the people who come into Periscope are probably people who are childish, and that's why they're doing those type of things. I don't know. Maybe they have an algorithm about Antifa. Could be. Periscope isn't just nasty trolls. Yeah, Kim, could be right. Susan now has the fan on high to keep the trolls away. Tillman, how did you know? How did you guess? Somebody should tell Shauna to come into YouTube. You guys, you need to tweet Shauna. I watched a Michelle Malkin special on Massachusetts immigration last night. It was really good, Asher said. Kaylee is back. The connections have been horrible. It looks good now. Great, I start. Maybe it's your weather. Maybe it was just your internet connection. Who knows? Yeah, I haven't seen Michelle. I haven't seen a lot of Michelle Bachman around now that she's retired. I tell you though, but what does everybody think that we could do differently than what we're doing? Is there anything that we could do to help the situations? What's happening in Texas right now is pushing more gun rights bills to pass. Like message. I mean, Texas, what is going on? Well, there was There was a shooting just about a half an hour ago in Arlington at an Arlington restaurant. Situations, meaning Philip, of people, uh, choosing murder, suicide, shooting people when they're upset, things of that nature. I mean, do you feel that it's gotten out of hand? Are we seeing more, or is it just because social media is showing this? Good, Amanda. Glad you came over there. I think we must get well. Well, I mean, fighting violence with violence, is that really the way current day that you think it ought to be done? I just, I think that we have a lot of lawlessness. My opinion is only a gun will stop a gun. Well, that's true, Asher. You should be able to defend yourself. We aren't getting help. Yeah, I was saying earlier today that that I thought that the lawlessness was going to kind of go away, but it doesn't seem to have done that. Hey, Nan, how are you? I think with social media, plus we are in a spiritual decline. Philip, I agree with you. It's the only thing some people understand. Someone needs to kick the money changers out of D.C. Ah. Hi from the UK. How are you? Ice formula. Yeah, I mean it's really pathetic when you turn on the TV and you see this happening. Like I said, it started on Sunday, and it's been one or two every single day. They said are against expanding gun rights. I don't know, Keith. I don't think so. I mean, Arlington and Dallas, are they? Doctors want to medicate everyone rather than helping in a natural way. That's true, Philip. A lot of times, especially in the VA. Asher says the first thing a communist government does is take his people's guns away. Amanda says, I'm glad someone there had a gun, saved more lives. I believe so too. Your fan is going the wrong direction. No, it probably just looks like that. False flags then? I don't think it's false flags. Another shooting, yes, Nan, in Arlington, Texas. A man allegedly walked into a restaurant, shot, and I think maybe killed the manager. I'm not sure. And someone who was there in the restaurant. No, not Austin, Arlington. If I said Austin, I'm sorry. It's Arlington. Arlington, Texas. And the man, a customer walked over, apparently, and shot and killed the shooter. Philip said, Asher, that we are in a spiritual decline, and he is 1,000% correct. Where's Arlington? It's next to Dallas, yeah. What part? I don't know. And I have to tell you guys who were here on the scope this morning, remember when I said that I felt like an earthquake? It was an earthquake. We had an earthquake. Those are the cities that gave you the most issues. Wow. People are becoming seriously unhinged. It seems that way. Don said he prefers West Texas and New Mexico. Amanda says it's Arlington is northeast of Dallas. I thought that was supposed to be like a good neighborhood in Arlington, like a friendly, nice, quiet neighborhood. I'm not familiar with Texas. Not Arlington. Okay. Somebody else said it was very good, so I don't know. I guess it's just your experience with the area, I suppose. Lots of open grave spaces. Okay, Don. Hey, Marie. Good evening. How are you? Arlington is where Cowboy Stadium is. Okay. I mean, just bizarre. You have to wonder if the guy who did that was perhaps a disgruntled employee. I have no idea. Mostly high crime. Wow. Ugh. It's where yeah. Somebody was saying that over here, Amanda, about the Cowboy Stadium. Pretty scary. Pretty scary. And again, I don't know if this was a disgruntled employee that came back. But again, if you're a disgruntled employee, why do you have to come back and shoot somebody? What? Why can't you, if you got to do something, send them a nasty note or something, but kill them? Yes, the U.S. did put out a travel warning abroad. Not employed at the restaurant. So what was the case? He just walked in off the street? What happened with that? If you know. I mean, it's crazy, crazy. I mean, there has been something happening every single day since Sunday. Okay, Keith, if you're gonna hit him with the hind, don't do it in a public place. No full details yet. I mean, really, do you have to be aggressive to somebody, physically aggressive? I believe in defending yourself, but why are you going in to a defenseless person and shooting them? It doesn't make sense. There's no excuse for it. And again, there's something wrong where people are doing this like on a daily basis. Are we? Is it? What is it? Again, it's got to be somehow type of mental illness. If you gauge the three big cities, there are probably 50 shootings a day. Wow, wow, Tillman, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Keep checking the local channels here. Nothing yet. Trump, Trump derangement syndrome, liberal sickness. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop the clock. Did the person kill? Well, in at the community college, the person shot the woman and killed himself, supposedly. Nikolai said border states always seem to have problems. But the one at the restaurant supposedly shot and killed the manager, or at least shot the manager, and then a customer shot him and killed him, I believe. Gina Pina, how are you? I can't get over how adults throw temper tantrums now. I know. Are they teaching their kids anything? I mean, are they telling their kids that you shouldn't do that? Or are they just throwing the temper tantrums and just letting it go, and the kids just follow and do the same thing? I have no idea. It's getting crazier. D. Munden, how are you? If everybody would please swipe and invite, that would be great. No, thanks, Tillman. Protests need to be stopped. Well, rioting certainly needs to be stopped. Texas, why is Texas a crazy state? Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Philip. None of that giggles in here. It's very sad how things are. I know, Amanda, it really is. It's I don't want it to become commonplace. Hey, Robin, we have a situation at our church. A boy had been carrying knives to church, threatened suicide to my daughter. We contacted sheriff's office. Things are happening everywhere. Wow. And that's crazy, Robin. Unbelievable. And kids are watching. Kids are watching this on TV. Kids are watching it everywhere. Bobby, if you can't hear me, it maybe you just have to go out and come back in. Everybody else, can you hear me pretty well? Sassy Mom, how are you? Trey Moore 88. Good, good. Stop complaining. I was saying that to stop complaining. Can't stand the liberal protests here in Austin. Yeah. Skitty Squirrel. He was at her jump rope performance today. Wow. Yeah, I mean, kids also, when they see other kids do something, they'll join in. For example, if kids are cutting or talking suicide, sometimes other kids will join in because it's like, well, I'm your friend, I'll do it too. So parents really have to watch their kids and watch for those type of signs. If anybody has an update on that situation in Arlington, Texas, let me know. I still just can't believe the day. Brian, how are you? Bullying too? Yeah. Jump off a bridge type thing. I just, I don't know. I would hate to be a kid growing up in this world today. Sassy Mom's supposedly in Arlington, Texas, just about maybe 45 minutes ago, maybe a little bit less. Allegedly, a man walked in, shot the manager, and then a customer saw what was happening and shot the shooter. That's good, Robin. You don't have to focus on it, Tiger. It's not really the mic that's huge. This just keeps the sound down and the puh 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 off of it. It was in Texas, Arlington, Texas. Was asked to leave Texas. Marie, I'm here listening. I'm driving too. I just pulled over. So yeah, kind of crazy stuff happening. Robin was. I'm glad that your daughter came and told you about the suicide that was happening at your church. Everything is bigger in Texas, right? I'm not in Texas, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, as the greatest generation dies off, their children and grandchildren have become less respectful. It's true, Nikolai. What is wrong with people these days? I don't know. I mean, that's one of the things I'm kind of thinking. There's really a root problem that we're just not seeing. Yeah, I know. Thank goodness there was. Thank goodness there was a guy there with a gun who saw what was happening and shot that guy before he could shoot anybody else. These days are getting more scary. Absolutely, Marie. As Carmen said a while ago, we're in the end times, and it is getting scarier. And it's again and again, it's like on a daily basis, and we're getting desensitized to the fact that this is happening. Whereas we would be, breaking news before, it's kind of like, oh, there's another shooting, and you have to go searching for it. Asher, I am glad my son is a grown man. Yeah, me too. Yeah, because I mean, my gosh, feel sorry for your grandchildren. I do too, Amanda. Yeah, it's getting normalized. I start. I really do feel sorry for little kids. I mean, can you imagine? There's been multiple shootings in the last 3 days. Why only covering one? Who knows? Root cause family members don't identify others that have mental illness. Thank God for the other man. I know. No wall for Trump in Texas. Well, not yet. Student protesters take over UC Santa Cruz administration building. Oh, please. UC Santa Cruz is a very, very liberal town, as you might guess. I mean, it's California, so it has to be liberal, but it's even more liberal in Santa Cruz. I'm glad we homeschool. Things are getting so much worse. I know. How he did concealed carry. That happened in California, Massachusetts. The customer who took out the punk would have been arrested. Or my handle is it art. Oh, is it art? Okay. Hey, thank you. It's so hard to see that. Is it art? I love that. You must be an artist. Would love to see if you have a website your work. I love artist work. There's some great artists on Twitter and Facebook. I'll tell you. Yeah, Maria. I think we are in the end times. It is a scary and turbulent time, and it's unfortunately going to get worse. Somebody is saying that protesters are in the UC Santa Cruz building, taking it over. Who knows? Not even feel like my country anymore, Amanda says. I mean, it's crazy. It isn't in America that I grew up in. Texas just lowered the fees, now more affordable for the working man. Conceal carry. The bad thing is when people see these things happening and they hear about them, you get a lot of copycats. Uh, we're talking about all the shootings, the one that just recently happened about 40 minutes ago, and a couple of others that happened this week. It's just crazy times, absolutely crazy times. And then, again, if we're signing petitions to try to get notification, it's all great, but we're still not getting to the root problem. Petition is putting a band-aid on something. Moving to Texas at the end of the month. Oh boy. Okay. Well, you may want to stay away from Dallas or Arlington if the last couple of days is any indication of what's been going on. Although this can happen anywhere. Yeah, be careful. It's like every day now you really expect something to happen. Texas is good. For a friend moving to Houston, I saw that today in Irving. It appeared to be a murder suicide by. Yeah, that appeared to be a murder suicide. I don't the restaurant. I don't know what happened there tonight. So much terror. Yes, I was typing that as you were saying about not the same country I grew up in. That was kind of funny. Yeah, constitutional carry, no fees. I'm in Houston. Moved to the Texas Hill Country. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any real safe place anymore. I mean, I guess if you've got a really really small town somewhere that's tucked away, but every place is getting kind of bad for crime. It seems like. Yeah, Keith's saying he's lived there for 9 years. All big cities suck. Texas is still better than some places, Amanda said. Do you think it's liberal terrorists? I have no idea. It is really terrorism. I mean, when you go in and try to scare people and put terror in their hearts, in my book, that's terrorism. You don't have to be somebody even ISIS or anything. I see a lot of people say they're in Fort Worth, somewhere around there. I moved out of the city before my first daughter started school. Probably a good idea. I grew up in a small town, but even in small town like that, things happen. Evil does live every place, Andy. Yep. What happened is tonight, allegedly, a man walked into a restaurant, shot and killed the manager. I think the manager got killed. And then I guess it looks like a customer. The details are kind of sketchy coming in. It looks like a customer saw what was happening and shot the. Okay, gotta go. See you later, Sassy. Uh, a customer shot the shooter. Wow, 7,000 people. That's pretty amazing. My small town was about 60,000. Missouri, we have St. Louis and Ferguson. Good. Heard there was an active shooter at St. Louis University today. I don't know about that one, but I do know in Dallas at North Lake Community College, there was a man who walked in and basically, witness said that he shot this woman who was sitting down like 3 times and then shot and killed himself. Let's do a 2 hour. Yeah. Kids grew up in town, less than 1,000 people. Yes, that was. Yesterday was St. Louis, Keith. Wow, I missed that one. Sheesh. Man, it says she lives outside a small town, much better than a big city. Apparently that for a lot of people, at least you almost know everybody there, right? Man killed himself and his boss. Wow. Everyone has a gun. Well, not everybody, but maybe everybody should. I don't know. Clients had a ranch at the Texas border, got too dangerous, so they moved to the Texas Hill Country, Kaylee said. Wow, I can explain the libs are losing their minds. Nikolai had 3,000 people. Wow. She's just not getting wound up. Yeah, even in my small town a long time ago, there was a murder. It was a pretty much shook the town. They never caught the person who did it. We have constitutional carry. That got me a cup of coffee. Philip, it's too late for you to be drinking coffee. A woman was grazed by a bullet inside Bush Stadium at Tuesday night's Cardinals game. Yeah, Nikolai, somebody said that shot came from an intersection a mile away. Unbelievable. Hillary and Obama lead the shadow government, someone said. Sure, in the end of days. Yeah, Keith, I think so. Asher. Well, you guys, I just wanted to kind of like stop in. Hey, how are you, Lori? Good to see you. I just wanted to, I was stopping in to talk about blah blah, Mr. Big. Do you have a point you want to make? Or are you just blah blah because you can blah blah? Yeah, it's true, Don. I like your stop ins. Well, you go to sleep, Mr. Big. We wouldn't want to keep you up. Jay was talking about Hillary and shadow government on his show today. Oh, wow, Amanda. Gun laws don't stop crime. No. Yeah, there was a man who walked into a restaurant tonight, supposedly shot the manager, and a customer happened to see what was going on and shot the shooter. That happened in Arlington tonight. That was following after what happened in North Lake Community College today. Thank you, Philip. I know, Lori. It's just crazy. Crazy. Don't leave, Susan. I will have to think about how hot it is up here. Oh my gosh. Nikolai said you can't test God. He will let us know when the end of days will come. Still no news on the shooting. That's crazy. Why is there no anything on that shooting? Thank God for armed customers. It would have been worse. Much worse. I agree with you. I like the big microphone, but won't say a word about it. You better not, Don. Okay, watch this, everybody. Here's what the microphone looks like without this. Okay, get your looks in there. Here we go. See the microphone? Not all that big, really. Okay, but this keeps the sound down, and it muffles out any background noise and all that. Where have I seen you before? You have been on other shows, right? Yes, I have been on a lot with. Well, not a lot, but I've been on the Glenn Beck show. Doc Thompson may have seen me there. I don't know. Been on radio a lot too. Heat wave in Northern California, 94. Woo! So everybody got to see the microphone. Are you happy now? Everybody who's concerned about the microphone. She did the. Oh, yeah. Tech people are interested in your mic. I love sound equipment as a performer. Yeah, this is a Heil, Heil. This is a pretty high performance microphone. But that's, Asher, that's not why they're interested in it. Yeah, I know. Philip, see, you learned rather quickly. We just don't talk about it. It's like, that's the best thing to do. What's going on in Texas? You mean the stabbing and shooting? Yeah, the two things that happened today. Yeah. I guess people aren't getting very much news about what happened in the Arlington restaurant so far. And that hasn't been what, maybe 38 minutes ago or so. It is. We are all fixated on the mic. I know. A man supposedly walked into an Arlington, Texas restaurant, shot the manager. A customer happened to see it and shot him. People get guns before they go nuts, or what? I have no idea. Does anyone know what the guy was shooting in the restaurant? They say he shot the manager, but I don't know if it's because he knew the manager. The manager had said something to him. I have no idea. I didn't know about any of this until you came on this evening. Wow, Robin, that's crazy. Robin, it all started with the shooting in La Jolla on Sunday, and it's just been, Dallas has had a shooting, Austin had a stabbing, and then there were two shootings today in Dallas and now Arlington. It's crazy. And why Texas? I don't know. Crazy, crazy stuff. And again, it happens so often now. They're not even breaking in for news because it happens like every day now. It happens every day in this country. It's not that big of a deal, and guns are so easy to access. USA had 8 years of no law. That's true, Andy. Texas is no safer than anywhere else in this country. Yep. Except they can carry guns. A little bit safer, I think, but probably more everywhere. They're just not telling us. Probably. Stop complaining joined us again. Stop complaining. Where did you go? Where did you go? Not that I'm complaining, but where did you go? Well, not everybody can buy a gun, but many people can. No carjacking in Texas. Yeah, I would think so. It kicked you out? That's terrible. Last two times I've caught your scopes, it's been about shootings. Yeah, I know. All of that probably happened in St. Louis yesterday. Actually, a lot more. We can carry guns and do concealed, of course, Robin said. What complaining? Who's complaining? The name is Stop Complaining. That's the username. At Stop Complaining. I love that, by the way. That's so cool. So very cool. Do you guys worry? When you go out now, has this changed your life in any way? I know. I love that. Stop complaining. Do you worry for your kids' safety? What's going on in your heads about all this? You don't worry. Good. Nope. Okay. Terrorists can. No. Chicago's strongest gun laws and highest murder rate. Not yet, but I see it coming. Yeah. Don said, hashtag stop whining. Don, I love this one over here. Stop complaining. It's just a great handle. No, I will not give in to fear, Amanda said. Asher says, I do. I make sure I always plan an escape route. Used to be only worried at night. Can happen any time of day, though. Absolutely, Lori. Look at these earlier today, during the day. I think people do kind of now, when they go in places, maybe they look at places a little bit differently and see about how you can get in and out of somewhere. Knowing a kid at church has a knife collection and has access to gun bothers me greatly. Yeah, I know, Robin. What bothers me, too, about that is that the parents didn't know anything about it, perhaps, and they needed to, and why does the kid have that many guns and knives? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I was growing up, I learned how to fire guns and rifles all the time. But, you know, it was different then. We didn't go around shooting people with them. We shot at bottles and rocks and things like that. But every kid knew how to fire a weapon practically. And I don't know if it's such a good idea anymore. They need to get that boy help at the church. Yep. Target practice. Yep. I'd fired like 44 magnums, 22 rifles, shotguns, whatever. They let him have the knife collection. It has supposedly been taken away. Oh, that's good. My safety instructor hates the word weapon. Yeah. President Trump signing religious liberty executive order tomorrow. Yes. To make it easier for you to talk about politics in church without having your tax exemption messed with. People need to turn their phones off and pay attention to the surroundings and what's going on. Yes. We've always had guns, but for deer hunting. He's 15, Robin. Wow. Pretty darn amazing. My mother-in-law shot my 20-gauge shotgun. Wow. Love the shotgun with the clay pigeons. Those are fun. We must all remember to not only pray tomorrow, but every day. Absolutely. And more than once a day, Amanda. I hope all believers are praying for our nation and families. Things are going to get rough. That's what Asher was saying. I think pretty much Christians in here probably know where they're going. I shot a rifle once, but about took your arm off. Ah. Yeah, mine was a 12-gauge shotgun. 14-round shotgun now. Wow. Woo. Dang. Yes, so true all the time. Yeah, I mean, if you're a Christian and you know where you're going. Robin says we pray continually and with our children. Very good, Robin. We have random pop-ups at various ranges. Yeah, I think, we just need to stay safe, pray a lot, and be mindful of our surroundings. Like somebody said, put down your cell phone so you know what's going on. But, you can't, who like the manager tonight, who would have thought that somebody would walk into your restaurant and shoot you? I mean, it's crazy time. Absolutely crazy. Sarah, how are you? I have female friends that love to shoot guns with me. Yeah, that's good. I think some women think they can only fire the little guns or whatever, but it's like why? Just a normal day for him, and he got shot. I know, Amanda. He got shot. Didn't know. Asher says troublesome times that we are here, and again, they're only going to get worse, really, as the end times get closer to the end time. The return. Don says he loves women that try to shoot. Yeah. Hey Carlton, did you send me that link, please? We have all become self-absorbed with our electronic devices so much that we are afraid to talk to each other. Nikolai is saying. A lot of people, Nikolai, don't even know how to talk to each other anymore because they can only talk to their phones. Stop complaining. Says it's true. Thank you, Carlton. Because when I get off here, I want to go check that out right away. If you'll send that, I'd really appreciate that. Amanda said that's so true, Nikolai. Nikolai, when he was saying that everybody's just sort of self-absorbed. Well, you guys, I just wanted to come on and just talk to you about how you were feeling and tell you what was going on and just kind of say hi and touch base. I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 11. Turn the volume down when you watch the video. Which video? I would comment, but I'm being tracked. Really? By whom? What video? Oh, are you talking about what, Philip? Which video are you talking about? The one that I'm going to be sent, or what are you talking about? Nikolai said, "Well, people are afraid of being demonized if they say something offensive. Life is full of offenses. Do you really believe we are now in the end times?" Yes, I do. Philip, yes. Okay. Thank you, Susan. Awesome hair, by the way. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're talking about the shootings. We never hear it from the media. I know. Stop complaining, which is crazy. Thank you, Amanda. Good night. Thanks, Robin. Good night. Get your information from you. Thanks, Robin. All right, you guys. Really good seeing you. Thanks so much. Carlton, I'm waiting to get the link from you. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow, hopefully at 11. You have a good night, too. Thank you for coming on. And you guys take care. God bless you. Take care. Hello and good night, Beck. All right, guys over there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully, you guys take care. And we'll be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Take care.